Zetter. I'm an author and I'm a poet, and Newham Libraries have very kindly invited me along to perform a show for you, my writers rap and rhyme show, as part of the Summer Reading Challenge. And the theme for the Summer Reading Challenge, which you might know, is the Silly Squad. And I've got lots of very, very silly poems that I'll be reading to you from my many books. 6 books, in fact, out of the 8 that I've published, I have with me today. And I'll be reading poems from lots of them. Now, if you like what you hear, you can get all of my books out from Newham Libraries. Even if the book isn't there, you can order it for free and they will get the book for you at no cost. Or if you would like to buy any of my books, I can show you how you can do that a bit later on. But maybe free is best, and Newham Libraries have got a fantastic stock of children's books. I'm sure you've been there. If you haven't, then you need to find your local library on the internet and go along and see for yourself. Right, let's start our show with a funny poem. This is my book, Bees in My Bananas, my award-winning first book, and I'm going to do one from here which is all about a bee. And it's called Bees in My Bananas because there's a bee poem and there's a banana poem. But it's the bee poem that's the first one, and that's the one I'm going to read for you. Now, if you want to, you can join in at home. I think you know what to say and when to say it if you listen carefully. It goes like this. I'm a bee, buzzing round your head. Hear my sound all around like a very long Z. Not an A or a C or a D or an E, because I'm a bee, I'm a bee, I'm a bee. I'm a bee, coloured yellow and black. I've got wings and a sting, so I might attack. My queen is the one who's a mum to me, because I'm a bee, I'm a bee, I'm a bee. I'm a bee, so loving that honey. Sit for hours on the flowers in the summer when it's sunny. In my hive I survive, high up in that tree, because I'm a bee, I'm a bee, I'm a bee. I'm a bee, buzzing round your head. Hear my sound all around like a very long Z. Not an A or a C or a D or an E, because I'm a bee, I'm a bee, I'm a bee. I'm a bee, I'm a bee, I'm a bee. I'm a bee, I'm a bee, I'm a bee. Let's hear you. Bee. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you're clapping really, really loudly at home now. Now, I'm going to do this one for you, which is also from the same book, Bees in My Bananas. And this one is called Mum's Got a Baby Growing Inside Her. And it goes like this. Mum's got a baby growing inside her. Mum's getting larger, fatter and wider. It really is a massive lump. We call it her big belly bump. Mum saw its pictures on TV in somewhere called maternity. Tiny mouth, tiny nose, tiny feet, tiny toes, tiny arms, tiny legs, tiny body, tiny head. Mum's got a new baby in her tummy, making her look round and funny. It's hiding underneath her top. Pretty soon I think she'll pop. Though it will make us very happy, I don't want to have to change that nappy. Tiny ears, tiny eyes, tiny knees, tiny thighs, tiny smile, tiny gums, tiny chest, tiny bum. Mum's new baby's under her blouse. We'll soon be living in our house. Our family then will then be 4, and not a threesome anymore. We're all in an excited state. It's due next Friday. We can't wait. Tiny dummy, tiny cot, tiny wee-wee, tiny pot, tiny clothes, tiny toys, tiny girl or tiny boy. Mum's got a new baby growing inside her. Mum's getting larger, fatter and wider. Thank you very much. And that's from Bees in My Bananas. Now, I'm going to dip into my second book. I'm going to read these in order that they came out over the last 6 or 7 years. These books have come out. This was my second book. This is It's Not Fine to Sit on a Porcupine. Why is a book called that? It's a strange title. Well, it's called that, 1, because it isn't fine to sit on a porcupine, and 2, because it's the first poem in the book. So maybe I'll do that one now for you. It goes like this. It's not fine to sit on a porcupine. Your day will turn nasty and rotten. You'll have holes in your pants, and there's quite a big chance that these quills will stay stuck to your bottom. It's not fine to sit on a porcupine. You shoot like a star to the ceiling and experience pain from your toes to your brain and be left with a tingling feeling. Now, though that creature's cute and sweet with tiny nose and tiny feet, he'll stop you relaxing in your seat because it's not fine to sit on a porcupine. Please listen, take note of my warning. If you're touching those spines, you'll scream loudly and whine, and your bum will still ache the next morning. It's not fine to sit on a porcupine. It's true. I'm not joking or jesting. If you now ignore this, you'll end up with sore bits. So be careful where your rear is resting, because it's not fine to sit on a porcupine. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Now, when I read my poems out in schools, and some of you might have seen me in schools, because I work in loads and loads of Newham schools and often in Newham libraries as well. In fact, all over London. Perhaps you're not even quite in Newham, maybe you're just outside the borough, but you might have seen me. And when I do perform, normally to a live audience, I get lots of people to join in with my poems. So this is one that's particularly good for joining in with. And maybe even though you're at home and we can't hear each other, you can join in anyway. This is all about, excuse me, having a laugh. I like to have a laugh. There you go. I hope you like to have a laugh too. And to laugh along with this, you need to go ha ha ha, just like I do. It goes like this. Have a chuckle, have a giggle till your belly bobs and jiggles. Go on, act completely daft. Have a laugh. Ha ha ha. You feel jolly, you feel cheery. When your day is dull and dreary, don't sing in the shower or bath. Have a laugh. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Hee hee hee. Try a bit of comedy. Laugh, laugh, laugh. Have a laugh. Ha ha ha. Make a smirk, make a smile. Keep on grinning all the while. Like hyenas, not giraffes. Have a laugh. Ha ha ha. Why be grumpy, why be moody? When you're down and bored and broody, reach out to your happy half. Have a laugh. Ha ha ha. I said ha ha ha. Hee hee hee. Melt away your misery. Laugh, laugh, laugh. Have a laugh. Ha ha ha. I said ha ha ha. Hee hee hee. Try a bit of poetry. Laugh, laugh, laugh. Have a laugh. Ha ha ha. I said laugh, laugh, laugh. Have a laugh. Ha ha ha. You can do it yourself without me joining in this time at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I could hear you, even from my office here at home in North East London. Not far from you, I'm in Chinkford in Waltham Forest, a neighbouring borough to Newham. And I can all hear you laughing there, so thank you for joining in. Now, I'm going to have a little drink of water because poets need to do this. It's very thirsty work. Lovely stuff, just to keep my voice nice and moist. And this is my Yuck and Yum book, which I've written with my poetry pal Joshua Siegel. We've got 25 poems each in here. I guess you're going to kind of like this one because it's all about food. And I think whether you like food, certain foods, or don't like certain foods, you'll have ones that are in this book. And I think what I'll do is I'll do maybe one about a nice food, then one about not a food that's not quite so nice. And this one is all about donuts. Now, my daughter makes the most wonderful donuts. She is a vegan donut chef. She makes lovely donuts, and she makes jam ones, chocolate ones, sprinkle ones, custard ones, plain ones. I love them all. They're absolutely fantastic. But what really annoys me is if I go into a shop, another shop, not my daughter's always wonderful. I go into a baker's, buy a donut, and it says jam donut. I get home, take a bite out of it, and there's no jam in it, or just a teeny smidgen hiding in the corner. So this is called Who Stole the Jam from My Donut? And it goes like this. Who stole the jam from my donut? Where did that sweet sticky stuff go? There ought to be plenty. It's totally empty. Instead of a heart, there's a hole. Who stole the jam from my donut and left only air in its place? No fillings inside it. Did some joker hide it? I'm missing that strawberry taste. Who stole the jam from my donut? You know it's my favourite part. My tea time is no fun since my bun was undone. Did you take it for your jam tart? Who stole the jam from my donut and gave me a nasty surprise? Police cars are coming. Those sirens are humming. I'm told it's a serious crime. Who stole the jam from my donut, thus causing such sadness and grief? Child, teen, or a grown-up? Won't somebody own up? Hands up now if you are the thief. Thank you. Okay, well, I'm reckoning most of you like donuts. Maybe not all of you, but generally it's considered to be a nice food. Now, I'm going to do one about a food that I reckon most of you aren't quite so keen on. And this one is also in the same book, my Yuck and Yum book. And of course, the yum part, that's the nice food, and the yuck part, the foods that you're not quite so into. And this one is, oh, let me just find it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I should really use my own index, shouldn't I, to find my poems? Ah, here it is. Well, this is called, because this is about food and drink, of course, and this one is called Don't Drink Out the Drain. Drinking out the drain is not a clever thing to do, because mud and muck and mess and yuck combine to brew a stew. You'll end up in the hospital. You'll end up in your bed. It's too impure, there is no cure, and worse, you'll end up dead. Drinking out the drain is daft. Don't sip a single drop. Put down that manhole cover now. I'm begging you, please stop. Avoid what is disgusting, full of dark and deadly germs, inhabited by rats and maggots, spiders, fleas and worms. Drinking out the drain is detrimental to your health. There is no point to quench your thirst by poisoning yourself. Slurping from the sewage pipe is horrible and foul. I'd rather kiss a camel or the bottom of a cow. Try a glass of milk instead, a cup of tea or juice, or water, smoothie, lemonade. There's so much else to choose. You shouldn't take refreshment from a place of filthy rain. Turn on that tap. It's safer that you don't drink out the drain. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Okay, so Silly Squad is the theme, as I said, for the Summer Reading Challenge this year. Because I've got lots of silly poems, I thought it'd be great if I could read a selection from you. I do some more serious poems as well sometimes, but I do mostly silly ones. And there's lots of silly poems in my superheroes and my super villains book. Now, these are very unusual poetry books, and Newham libraries do stock them. This is Here Come the Superheroes, Raps and Rhymes to Save the Galaxy. And this one is Invasion of the Super Villains, Raps and Rhymes to Worry the Galaxy. Fantastic illustrations by the amazing Chris White in this one as well. And as you can see, they're not quite like any regular poetry book. You can see there's a poem on one side, on the other side there's a character, and it's all in full colour. Quite unusual really for a poetry book. And I'm going to read a poem from here. This one is all about the Metal Man. And the Metal Man, as you can see, is a very unusual looking superhero. He's made of metal. And lots of people think when I wrote this, oh, this is based on Marvel's Iron Man. But I actually got the idea from the Tin Man. And I'm sure you know what story the Tin Man appeared in. Wizard of Oz, I hear you say? That's correct. But I thought, what if the Tin Man was a superhero and he was a bit tougher? What if he was made of metal, a stronger metal than tin? So this is the Metal Man, and it goes like this. I'm a man made of metal. I'm the Metal Man. I've lived like this since I began, made of recycled bike frames, crushed cars and tin cans. I'm a man made of metal. I'm the Metal Man. Bits of me are copper, bits of me are steel. My feet have been constructed from 2 old iron wheels. People touch me and tap me to see if I'm real. But I don't let it bother me because I know that I am. I'm a man made of metal. I'm the Metal Man. Factory floor shavings were used for my hair. Your faces, they're oval or round. Mine's rectangular and square. I don't rust in the rain because I drink plenty of oil. If you peer into my brain, you'll find it full of springs and coils to keep my mind thinking. If I swim or have a bath, I'm so heavy I'm forever sinking. So if you see me drowning, please stretch out a hand. I'm a man made of metal. I'm the Metal Man. I'm no ordinary bloke, wrapped in my strange, smooth, shiny skin. Though villains try and beat me, there's no way that they can win. I don't eat or sleep. You'll never see me cry. I can't even die. Why? By now I think you understand. I'm a man made of metal. I'm the Metal Man. I'm a man made of metal. I'm the Metal Man. Thank you. Thank you. And if you like this book, you see there's lots of other characters in here. I've got female characters. I've got male characters. There's Super Mum. We've all got a Super Mum, haven't we? That's Super Senior, an elderly character there. What else have we got? We've got Terrific Tot, who's a baby superhero. Micro Girl, who is a tiny, tiny superhero. And we've even got the ultimate superhero, who's the strongest and the best superhero that you'll ever find. So that's Here Come the Superheroes. And of course, every superhero needs a supervillain to battle. So I'm going to do one in here. That's called The Rhyme Thief. Now what you need to do is you need to call out the rhyme. Tricky. It's a very simple rhyme though. See, the rhyme thief actually steals rhymes from poets that produce works such as this. And she collects them all together to try and make her own books. And that's very, very naughty. You're not allowed to do that. That's a copyright infringement. But as I say, this is quite easy. There's a line. Each line has got a rhyme missing at the end of it. You need to call that out. Now, I won't be able to hear you, so you've got to shout really, really loudly so I can. And it goes like this. Watch out for the rhyme thief. She is bound to steal your rhyme. If you try and make one, she will take it every time. Beware that wicked woman who is ruining this poem. Where is she likely next to strike? We have no way of knowing. She sees it as a challenge. She sees it as a game, collecting all the words we're using when they sound the same. You know when she is visited, you'll find an empty space. Once there was a rhyme, but there's a gap now in its place. Your verses, raps and odes shall be hidden from her sight. Watch your back, she might attack as you sit down and write. Stop this ghastly supervillain, burglar and crook. Replace the rhyme she's stolen and don't let her spoil this book. Thank you very much indeed. So that's superheroes and supervillains. Find them in your Newham library if you want. And if you want to buy any of the books and you want a signed copy of my books, they're all £7 or £8 and you can get them from my website, which is cccpworkshops.co.uk. cccpworkshops.co.uk. You can email me through the site and I can sign a book for you and I can send it to you as well with your name in it if you would like. But as I say, Newham Library's got the lot. It's up to you. Okay, going to end the performance with a couple of poems from my new book. This is Gorilla Ballerina, and this book came out in September of last year, and it's full of animal poems, crazy animal poems. This one is all about animals trying to write poetry because they're not very good at it. It goes like this. I should show you the picture first. There you go. This is Animals Can't Write Poetry, and the pictures in this book were drawn by the amazing Julian Mosdale. It goes like this. I tried hard to tame them, to teach them and train them, was offering lessons for free. Though they woof, oink and howl, roar, moo and meow, animals can't write poetry. I planned to excite them, to thrill and ignite them, but sadly barked up the wrong tree. Though they might perform tricks, give paws and give licks, animals can't write poetry. I passed paper and pen to a very keen hen, a thesaurus to a brontosaurus too. It was necessary to lend a rhyming dictionary to a leopard at London Zoo. I rapped in time with a sheep and swine, read in rhythm to a gibbon I met. But if there's an animal who can write poetry, then I still haven't met him or her yet. I hope to inspire them, to guide, fuel and fire them. I took them to bookshops with me. Though they bite, chew and gnaw, scratch, rip, tear and claw, animals can't write poetry. I wanted to grow them, to sit down and show them, develop their literacy. Though they might entertain and have biggest brains, animals can't write poetry. If you gathered the whole animal kingdom together, you'd be so disappointed because they would never, never, never write poetry. Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. Now, aren't we lucky as human beings? I read my Yuck and Yum book earlier, all about foods that we like, or maybe foods we don't like. And we're lucky in the sense that there are lots of foods out there, aren't there? And if we don't like a particular food, there's hundreds of others. no problem at all. We won't go hungry because we don't like food, because there are so many other foods we can choose from. And drinks too, of course. Whereas if you were an animal that just ate one kind of food and you didn't like that food, that would be very tricky. So this is a story all about an anteater that doesn't like ants. This is called My Anteater, and it goes like this. My anteater's growing thinner, doesn't like ants for her dinner. Won't eat ants if boiled or roasted, won't eat ants if baked or toasted. Won't eat ants if briskly fried up, won't eat ants if slowly dried up. Ants burgers won't get a look in, nor will ant-filled treacle pudding. Won't eat ants if mashed and mangled, won't eat ants if lightly scrambled. Curried ants are far too spicy, ant risotto's far too ricey. Won't eat ants with margarine on, won't eat ants with double cream on. Won't eat ants with jam inside them, turns her nose up, just won't try them. Won't eat ants in Dijon mustard, dipped in cold vanilla custard. Won't eat ants in crispy batter, ketchup won't improve the matter. Won't eat ants with salt and pepper, cream cheese, Stilton, brie or feta. Won't eat ants in hot fajitas, shiz, an anti-ant, ant eater. Thank you very much. Okay, thank you very much for joining my show. This is going to be my last poem, and this one is all about a bit of a scary one actually. A tarantula down my toilet, because many of us are a little bit scared of spiders, but you know, sometimes if they're a bit small we can just kind of waft them away a bit, but if they're rather large and in an unfortunate place like this, you really wouldn't want to meet one there, would you? A bit more scary. So this is the tarantula down your toilet. I'm the tarantula down your toilet, your prowler in the pan. I want to bite and frighten you whatever way I can. I'll nibble on your bottom, I'll stalk you on your seat. And yes, you've guessed that human flesh is what I love to eat. I'm the tarantula down your toilet, I've chosen here as home. Don't linger on the loo too long while playing with your phone, for when I'm feeling hungry, my fangs will make their mark. You better leave the light on if you enter when it's dark. I'm the tarantula down your toilet. You hear me splash about. You can prod me, poke me, push me, but I'm never coming out. I could live in your cupboard, your kitchen, loft or shed. Yet in this bowl is where I roll and where I've made my bed. I'm the tarantula down your toilet, who's causing you dismay. Don't get ideas to calm your fears by flushing me away. My kingdom is your bathroom, where I can wander free. So pick a new location when you have the need to pee. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. I'm going to end you with a quick encore. This is the last poem, the very, very last poem, but I heard you all clapping for more. This is the shortest poem that I've ever written in one of my books. It's in Bees and My Bananas. It's the one right at the back, and it's called Pop, and it goes like this. Bubble gum was great to chew. I'd blow it up, and I'd burst it too. Pop! Then I'd chuck it high into the air and watch it land. Plop on my best mate's hair. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much indeed. I hope you've enjoyed the show. You can watch it again if you like, I'm sure, by pressing the replay button. Don't forget, have a look at the Summer Reading Challenge on the Newham Library site. Visit your local library as soon as you're able to do so, and read books online as well, and just have a great summer, and hopefully things are going to get back to normal very quickly when we get back to September and you're back at school as well, and you can continue reading then. Reading is something you should start now and continue for the rest of your life if you don't already do so, and if you do already do so, well done. Your brain is already stretched and getting bigger. So don't forget, visit my website. Neal Zetter is cccpworkshops.co.uk if you want to, and hopefully I'll be seeing you around. Thank you. Bye bye. Here comes that finger.